Hello and welcome to another update video on Ethereum. So today we have actually seen a small bounce from our support area, or in our support area. We're going to take a look at the microstructures in a minute, but also want to share with you the ETH dominance chart and the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, both of them, and they don't necessarily confirm yet that we've bottomed. But we are at a very important and interesting spot. So I can definitely see the potential for another low. But someone asked me earlier today in our community chat if the price must form another low because the micro count suggests that that's a possibility. And I'll answer that. I'll reply to that in this video on the smaller time frame. Larger time frame wise, I mean, what have we talked about, right? We've talked about this support area here. We talked about that the 38.2 retracement is typically an ideal target for a fourth wave. We're approaching that. We are holding support still, which is at $3,374. So we ideally shouldn't break below it in our scenario. We talked about this trend line that can offer additional support. And we also talked about the fact that Ethereum was briefly, or at least touched, the oversold level 30 on the daily RSI, which really doesn't happen very often. Yeah, maybe every 6 months or so, maybe even less. So it's quite rare, and that typically indicates an oversold market. That indicates the market sentiment is getting to an extreme, and that's healthy and helpful because that indicates we could get close to completing this correction. These endless sideways ranges don't really help much, right? Because they don't really end corrections necessarily unless really a triangle forms. But this here often just takes time and doesn't really do much. We often need that last final flush. Triangles, as I often say, are rare. So we're holding support, but we are still in a correction. We haven't seen a confirmed low yet. And one more high is still likely as long as we're holding $3,374 below that. We have to talk about alternative scenarios, but there is still a lot of room. And Ethereum could, from where we are right now, drop another 15 to 16, maybe even 17% before support breaks. Yeah, and the support level, it's not even an invalidation point, but below this level, obviously, that's why we have it. Probabilities start to shift towards more bearish scenarios. Before we go to the smaller time frame, I wanted to take a moment and take a quick look at ETH dominance because the chart is starting to give us a bit of a bounce. Exactly from where we wanted it, right? I mean, a few days ago, we talked here about this blue zone, blue target zone in this wave 4 correction of Ethereum dominance, which we're tracking as an ABC structure to the downside. And the C wave is a 5-wave move, and it could have bottomed, but I think even in this third wave down of the C wave, I can see 5 waves. So that means that might have only been the third wave. We could get a fourth and then a fifth. So one more low remains likely as long as the market holds below 13.2%. Any decisive break above it, especially a break above it in 5 waves, would be a good indication that we have already bottomed. Yeah. Now, that doesn't mean we have to get another low, but it means it is quite likely to get another low. Okay. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. Also, please note that we have reached the target zone. So yeah, we don't need another low. It's done what it needs to do. It's done what it needs to do. And important when we talk about a structure like that, we need to recognize the price has over the last few days, every day, done what we wanted it to do. It's moved towards this target area, and we're basically like 95% there. So think about it. Most of that decline is done. Let's say, I often say the high probability element of that decline is likely done if this scenario is correct. And ETH BTC is the same. We have a 3-wave move down so far in wave C of 4. Now, also here we reached the blue target zone. That's more important than the labels, yeah? And more important than the microstructure. But that still means that it would be perfect, yeah? It would be normal to get another low. Same on the Ethereum USD chart, which is a little bit more difficult to read than ETH BTC and ETH dominance at this point. But also here, you know, I can label this as a WXY structure, and the Y wave is an ABC, and the C wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 might get that one more low. Yeah. Also here we have a resistance area, which is currently between $4,006 and $4,215. And this resistance area is currently being tested. We have a 3-wave move up into resistance right now. And yeah, we're just testing it right now, right? And it's a 3-wave move up, exactly what we thought it would be. If we get 5, okay, you know, then the low is like the in. Again, that's why we have this 4th wave low with a question mark there. But you cannot really confirm that, right? Until we get really a break above resistance. We need some kind of a signal. And a break above, 4,215 would be our first signal. That would also involve a break above these last swing highs. So yeah, a new low is not needed technically. It just would look best. But also here, I mean, it's dipped into support. We have a corrective structure with a nice bottoming structure. I just need some kind of upside momentum and the right structure to suggest we've bottomed. We don't want to say that we've bottomed too early, especially not until we break above resistance, or it might just be a trap. As long as it's a corrective rally, it can be a trap. Okay, but that's the update on Ethereum. That should give you all the relevant levels. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then check out our membership options. With a gold membership, you can also access our community chat, our Discord server, a lot of additional benefits, updates. You can join MCO. Also on Sunday, we are running our weekly MCO live stream again. It's very popular. We cover a lot of coins there as additional bonus. And also feel free to join us on X for additional charts, updates, news, and much more. You can find the link in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.